Lady Admirals falling to 12-4 overall, 6-4 in the district. Note that on my Lady Admirals schedule here, and let's shift gears. Farragut in its road gray being introduced first. Bearden won the earlier matchup 54-49. It was close throughout. The big challenge here tonight for Farragut is they're going to be again without their two best ball handlers. Carter Mayfield is unavailable because of contact tracing. And Dylan Atwell, what was that, the West game, I guess, took a shot to his thigh, and so he has missed a couple of games and will be out again tonight. So that's tough because Bearden always so good defensively on the ball, and Farragut struggled at times against William Blunt on Tuesday night with some of the pressure defense. So handling that pressure, that speed by the Bulldogs on the defensive end will be big. And I mentioned earlier in the evening, too, defensively for Farragut, staying in front of A.J. Pruitt, not letting him dominate the game. He had 22 of Bearden's 54 points in the first matchup. Farragut's coached by John Higgins. The Admirals are 8-8 overall, 6-4 in the district, coming off a win at home over William Blunt Tuesday night, 63-45. Bearden comes in 20-1 overall, 10-0 in the district, coached by Jeremy Pruitt. He's assisted by Tyler Place, Luke West, Eric Sandifer, and Darren Higgins. Coach John Higgins assisted by Josh Gregory, Justin Wakefield, and David Dawson. And it'll be Farragut with Elisha Brabson to jump as the Admirals are in their road gray with the Navy numerals outlined in white. Dallas Carbaugh, Ryan Neal also in the starting five, along with Isaiah Smith and Jack Carasso, as Farragut will control the opening tip, and Bearden, of course, opens man-to-man defensively. Ryan Neal, guarded by Bearden's A.J. Pruitt, exchanges the ball back and forth with Carasso, as the Bulldogs also have Hayden Treadwell in the starting five. We got a whistle and they're going to call a travel on Neal. Nelson Karnowski, number 35, a sophomore, in the starting lineup for Coach Parrott, as well as Isaiah Breadwood and Elijah Breadwood. Isaiah Breadwood, 16 feet, right in front, good. Breadwood gets Bearden on the board, mid-range jumper to get things started for the Bulldogs. As Brabson for Farragut picks up his dribble, gives off to Carbaugh, guarded by Treadwell. Smith flashes to the right elbow. Instead, the handoff goes to Brabson. Drives the right side of the lane with the right hand, scores. Elisha Brabson attacking the basket, ties the game at 2. Here's Pruitt trying a three left side. No good. Farragut with a rebound. Carasso gives off to Brabson. In the front court, Carasso takes a pass from Brabson, gives in the corner to Smith. Breadwood, Elijah Breadwood right there defensively. So Farragut brings the ball out top. Carbaugh will hand it off to Brabson into the lane, gives to Smith in the left corner for a three offline. Breadwood tracks down the far side rebound. Elijah Breadwood into front court, puts a shot up over Neal, no good. And they call a foul on Jack Carasso. It'll be his first and the team first. So Elijah Breadwood, the junior for the Bulldogs, with the first free throw of the game, and it is no good. Isaiah Breadwood, also in double figures in the first matchup with Farragut, had 12. Again, Pruitt was the leading scorer with 22. Elijah Breadwood, second toss good. So the junior hits 1 of 2, and Bearden leads 3-2. Ryan Neal into front court for the Admirals, gives to Carbaugh. Carbaugh in turn goes to Brabson over on the right side. He's guarded by Pruitt. Isaiah Smith open out top. Instead drives into the lane, gives to Brabson right side for a three. He was hit, and going to be 3 free throws coming for Brabson, as Pruitt with an ill-advised foul. And that'll be the first foul against the Bulldogs. And it will send Elisha Brabson to the line for 3 tosses, first of which is good. 6:10 to play, opening quarter. Brabson, second one, touched every bit of the rim, then settles through for the Farragut junior. One more to go. As the Admirals leading 4-3, make it 5-3. Brabson with the trifecta. Here's Bearden in front court. The Breadwoods exchange it on the left side. Now they swing it around right to Pruitt. Popping out high, Karnowski will shoot a three. It's well offline. Carbaugh grabs it off the glass. Cross-court pass to Neal. Neal in front court, gives to Carasso in the corner. Guarded there by Karnowski. Back to Neal at the right hash. Working against Isaiah Breadwood. Off to Carbaugh, top of the key. He's guarded there by Treadwell. Hands to Neal. Treadwell now on Neal after a switch. Neal, left side of the paint, bounces it back on the perimeter to Brabson. Right side, it goes to Smith for a three that is good. Isaiah Smith, good look from the right wing, buries a three, and Farragut leads 8-3. In front court, Breadwood, right side to Isaiah Breadwood over on the left. Now Treadwell back to Pruitt, right side. His three rattles home good. A.J. Pruitt with a three, and 8-6. Farragut with the lead as Ryan Neal spins on Isaiah Breadwood into the paint. Bounce pass was looking for Carasso, but is going to skip past him. Nobody touched it. Out of bounds. Bearden's basketball. First turnover of the ball game. Pruitt really kind of hurt Farragut on drives to the basket last go round. A lot of free throws attempted by the Bearden senior. Gets it here in the post and is fouled right on cue. A couple of free throws coming as foul goes on Isaiah Smith. His first, team second. So Pruitt knocked down to three, then they feed him the ball inside, fouled by Smith, goes to the line, and the first of two free throws is made by the Bearden senior. And the second one is too strong. Dallas Carbaugh with the rebound. Ahead to Ryan Neal, 8-7. Farragut with a 1 point lead. Bearden scored 4 straight. Carbaugh working against Treadwell, spins in the paint. And wow, that was an offensive foul. Okay. Carbaugh picks up the player control foul. Second turnover for the Admirals. Pruitt out high to Breadwood. Elijah Breadwood to Isaiah Breadwood. Now down low to Elijah, knifing to the basket. Good look, and Breadwood lays it up and in. Breadwood to Breadwood. 9-8, Bearden in front. Carbaugh out high, left side, over to Smith on the right. Isaiah bumped and fouled. That'll be Isaiah Breadwood picking up his first foul and the team's second. 4 minutes to go. Opening quarter. Carbaugh, top of the key. Smith. Smith works off Carbaugh's screen. They look pick and roll. Instead, Ryan Neal, right side, pulls up the free throw line. And he was caught on the hand by Elijah Breadwood. That'll be his first and the team third foul. And Ryan Neal going up for a shot attempt when Breadwood got him. And so Neal, Farragut Jr. shooting a pair. He had 14 in the first matchup with the Bulldogs. Ryan converts on the first of two tosses. Farragut 4-4 from the line here early on. Elisha Brabson having hit the 3 earlier free throws. And Neal converts both of his. So Farragut back in front, 10-9. Quickly in front court, the Bulldogs with the basketball. Pruitt takes it, free throw line. Brabson there. Back it comes to Breadwood for... Did we have a foul call again? Play stop. Brabson is called for a foul. His first, team fourth. Here's Pruitt looking to inbound. Carasso anticipates it, had the steal momentarily, but then it's grabbed back by Bearden. The feed goes down low, and Karnowski lays it up and in. (11-10). Bearden with the 1 point lead. Farragut, for a split second, had a steal. They look inside for Carbaugh, and his shot won't go down. And now the Admirals are going to have a held ball. Brabson, good post, a good play, pass into the post to Carball. Shot wouldn't go, and then we had a held ball. Possession arrow to the Bulldogs. Bearden has subbed into the ball game John Atanasio. He's got it, driving into the lane, bounces it down low to Karnowski, who misses a layup. But Isaiah Breadwood comes up with a loose basketball, and Bearden can reset. Pruitt, guarded by Brabson, off to Breadwood. Gives out to Atanasio, again driving, this time right side. Ball knocked away from him off the dribble, but they say touched last by Farragut. So Bearden will inbound from the baseline right. Triggering it in will be A.J. Pruitt. Out high to Karnowski, quickly gives off to Elijah Breadwood. Now to Isaiah Breadwood in the right corner, head fakes a three, moves into the paint, close to walking, back to Elijah Breadwood, driving the baseline, shot up and good at the rim. Elijah Breadwood's got 5. He only had 4 in the first meeting. He's got 5 in the first 5.5 minutes here. And it's Bearden by 3, 13-10. Ryan Neal. Left side, Isaiah Smith. Three-pointer for Isaiah, off the back of the rim. And a foul on Farragut on the rebound attempt as Carball picks up his second. And the team 5th already. 2:19 to go first half. Carball's going to take a break with those 2 fouls. Jake Bishop, the senior, number 32, checks into the ball game. Meanwhile, for Bearden, Hayden Mosley enters the lineup, replacing Nelson Karnowski. Bearden with the ball and a 3-point lead. 2:15 to play first quarter here at the Doghouse. Elijah Breadwood pulls up right side, mid-range jumper, no good. Ryan Neal, rebound for the Admirals. Ryan into front court, guarded by Isaiah Breadwood. Down low to Carasso, wide open, and Carasso lays it up and in. Carasso just comes in, moving well without the ball along that left baseline, and Neal drops it off to him. First basket of the ball game for the senior Carasso. Here's Pruitt driving into the lane. Bishop trying to take a charge. The ball's lost by Pruitt. Farragut picks it up. Smith in front court, around the horn right to left to find Neal for a 3, no good. Pruitt with the long rebound, brings it in front court, gives to Breadwood. Breadwood behind his back to get open for a shot, missed it, but Atanasio is there for the tip.
Elijah Breadwood.
Bishop out high with the ball for Farragut, gives to Neal, guarded by Atanasio. Bearden's also got Hayden Mosley on him, and now Farragut inside. Neal drives, leaves it off with Carasso, and Carasso goes up with the right hand and scores in close. Carasso's got 4. Farragut trails by 1, 15-14. 55 seconds to play opening quarter as Pruitt with the ball, top of the key, guarded by Brabson, gives to Mosley, moves to the free throw line, back to Breadwood. Head fakes the 3, moves closer, scoop shot with the left hand, no good. Rebound comes right to Elijah Breadwood. His shot rejected, but a foul called. Elisha Brabson's going to pick up his second. So Brabson with 2 fouls. Carball already on the bench with 2 fouls. And at the free throw line, Elijah Breadwood, 1 of 2 in this opening quarter from the charity stripe. First toss, no good. Elijah Breadwood has 5. A.J. Pruitt has 4. John Atanasio and Isaiah Breadwood and Nelson Karnowski all 2 points apiece for Bearden. Carasso is going to get a breather. Lucas Arnold checks into the game for Farragut. Meanwhile, second free throw is up and good by Elijah Breadwood. So he's got 6, checks out of the ball game. Bearden gets Karnowski back into the ball game. Farragut, ball in the hands of Ryan Neal. Gives to Jake Bishop. Guarded by Mosley, off to Neal, top of the key. Mosley now takes him on a switch. Brabson's got 5 for Farragut. Carasso has 4. Smith 3, Neal 2. Final seconds of the first quarter here as Smith takes a pass on the right wing, drives baseline, shoots and scores. Isaiah Smith, pull-up jumper, and Bearden in front court. In a 16-all game, will they get a shot off? They do, top of the key, and it's short as the horn sounds. Isaiah Breadwood a little bit short on a 3 from straight in front. And after 1, we're knotted at 16. between the Admirals and Bulldogs here at Bearden High School. We'll get a 1-minute break, return with second quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Hey, Rick Terry here with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We've gotten so many calls. Are you open? Are you doing jewelry work? And the answer is yes. Only a few small changes. Repair times are a little longer. Jewelry design consultations are done by appointment, but the same great service you've always expected is what you'll get. And in our brand new, totally redesigned jewelry store. It's spacious, clean, and safe. If you haven't been in, you've got to come see. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler.
Hey folks, Gerald Esther with Ted Russell Nissan, and we're serving all your automotive needs.
My brakes are worn out.
Bring it. Our service department has full-line certified technicians.
I need a brand new set of tires.
Bring it. We have the best prices on all major tire brands.
I need help with my credit to buy a new Nissan.
Bring it. We have 4 certified finance managers to help you get the payment you're looking for.
I need to rent a Nissan for our vacation.
Bring it. Our friendly rental department has low rates.
Well, I got an old sled to trade in.
Bring it. If it'll drive, it's worth $5,500. Only Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
First possession of the second quarter belongs to Farragut as the Admirals and Bulldogs knotted up at 16. Bishop gives right side. Isaiah Smith, three-pointer, good. Smith with his second three. Isaiah, and he sees a couple of them go through the basket. He can get red hot. Breadwood looks over to Coach Parrott. Right side, Atanasio takes a pass, guarded there by Isaiah Smith, swinging around left to Isaiah Breadwood, guarded by his counterpart, number 5, Farragut's Ryan Neal. Breadwood to Karnowski in the left corner, back out high to Breadwood. Now Pruitt pops out top, takes a pass, guarded there by Brabson. Breadwood down the right side of the lane, gives to Atanasio in the right corner for a three. No good. Pruitt's all over the back of Brabson. No foul call. Now he drives to the basket, scores the bucket, and is fouled.
A.J. Pruitt counts the basket. The line shooting once more for the Bulldogs. Fouls on number 12, Lucas Arnold, his first.
Lucas Arnold picks up the foul. His first, team 7th. And Pruitt scores a second chance basket, looking to complete a three-point play, cannot. Misses the free throw. Brabson going to be double teamed at mid-court, and his pass was deflected, trying to get it to Isaiah Smith, and they say that Mosley just did get a fingertip on it. So Farragut with the ball in the corner. Muncie guarding the inbound for Bearden. Just checked into the game. Bearden senior, Demias Muncie. Jake Bishop for Farragut, top of the key with the ball, gives off to Brabson. Brabson's going to shoot a long three. No good. Rebound tip, nicely done by Ryan Neal. Tipped it to himself and is fouled on a shot underneath. Bearden's A.J. Pruitt picks up his second foul, so he becomes the first Bulldog assessed a second foul. It's just Bearden's 4th foul. 6:29 to play first half, and Farragut will have at the line Ryan Neal. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and now 3 of 3. Second toss coming for the Farragut junior. Elisha Brabson, Isaiah Smith, Jake Bishop, Lucas Arnold, and at the free throw line for Coach Higgins, Ryan Neal. And so now out of the game with those 2 fouls, A.J. Pruitt, as Bearden gets Treadwell back into the lineup. Neal with the second toss, good. 4 of 4 from the line. Farragut leads 21-18. Muncie off out top to Mosley, then to Breadwood. Breadwood through the lane, right to left, gives to Treadwell in the left corner for a three that is no good. Rebounded away by the Admirals. Ryan Neal into front court, picked up by Isaiah Breadwood. Neal, pass right side to Smith. There defensively is Muncie. Now to Bishop. Bishop drifts left, hands to Neal. Treadwell now on Neal. And Neal shakes, bakes, pops from 15, no good. Rebounded away by Treadwell. Ahead to Breadwood. Breadwood in front court, picked up by Bishop. Looking inside for Karnowski. Gives in the left corner, does Karnowski to Mosley. And Mosley drives baseline, tries a reverse layup that's no good, but the Admirals' Lucas Arnold will be the third Admiral assessed a second foul. 8th team foul, and Hayden Mosley, Bearden Jr., looks to add his name to the scoring column, and does. Jack Carasso into the ball game for Lucas Arnold, and Ryan Neal's going to get a breather as well as Brandon Cuevas enters the lineup. Cuevas, number 2, senior. Carasso returning to the lineup, also a senior. And Mosley, Bearden Jr., good on both tosses. 21-20. Farragut by 1. 5:25 to play first half as Brabson brings it into front court. Bounces off to Bishop. Bishop back to Brabson, hands it off top of the key, pulls up right elbow, no good. Long rebound, Cuevas grabs it on the left perimeter, and Farragut can reset. Brabson driving against Treadwell, and got by him with a little crossover, and then scoops it up and in at the rim. Brabson's got 7. 23-20. Admirals by 3. Spinning in the lane for Bearden goes Muncy. And Muncy with a strong move, counted, and he's fouled. Isaiah Smith, the 4th Admiral, with 2 fouls now. So Muncy with an and 1 opportunity for the Bulldogs as he becomes the 7th Bearden player to score. Muncy, a senior, trying to tie the game, and does so. Completes the 3-point play. We're knotted at 23. Bearden showing some pressure as Farragut works the ball in front court. Here's Cuevas. He'll be doubled. Off to Brabson. Here comes the double on him. Got it to Bishop. Bishop tried to get it down low to Carasso, and it's stolen away by Muncy. Ahead it comes to Bearden's Atanasio down low underneath the basket to Muncy for a layup that is good. Muncy's got 5. And so Bearden turning up the defensive intensity. Farragut commits the turnover, and now the Admirals trying to handle it here, but a pass is deflected. It's going to be stolen away yet again as Mosley comes up with it. Bearden in front court. Breadwood guarded by Cuevas. Back to Mosley. Out of Karnowski. Right side, Muncy will try a 3. In and out. Rebounded away by Farragut's Jack Carasso. Given to Brabson. Elisha Brabson into front court. Guarded by Karnowski. He can take him off the dribble. He does. Beats him to the basket and scores. Good recognition by Elisha. No need to run any half court when you've got Karnowski on Elisha Brabson. And so Brabson ties the game at 25. And a big basket for the Admirals, who against the Bearden pressure had turned the ball over back-to-back possessions. And the Bulldogs had gone from down 3 to up 2. Admirals respond with the basket by Brabson, who's now got 9, and Bearden using a 30-second timeout. First timeout taken by either team. We're knotted at 25 with 4:02 to play in the second quarter, as it was 16-16 at the quarter break. Farragut's Brabson with 9, Isaiah Smith with 8, Ryan Neal and Jack Carasso 4 points apiece. Bearden with 6 points apiece from both A.J. Pruitt and Elijah Breadwood, 5 from Demias Muncy, and then 2 from Karnowski, Mosley. Well, first, to let you know that Breadwood pulls up and hits a mid-range jumper about 16 feet out on the right side. Breadwood's now got 4, and Bearden jumps into the zone press. Farragut across the timeline. Isaiah Smith takes the pass from Elisha Brabson, returns it to Elisha. Elisha down the left side of the paint, gives off to Carasso driving baseline, and he took steps. Coach Higgins just wants Jack to take the shot. He was looking to make the extra pass for a 3 in the right corner, and that led to the travel. And so Farragut with its 3rd turnover of this second quarter. Bearden leading 27-25. Bulldogs with the ball as Breadwood working against Brabson, pulls up from 16, no good. Carasso the rebound. Brabson ahead in front court to Bishop. Left side Cuevas for a 3, good. Brandon Cuevas, his first shot on the money. And a three-pointer that gives Farragut a 1-point lead. Atanasio gives off to Muncie right side. He drives into the lane. That's a walk. Well, they're going to call instead the foul before the walk. And it'll be Brabson picking up a third foul. So fouls becoming an issue as Bearden's in the double bonus. Bulldogs have committed only 4 fouls this half. 2:51 to play until halftime as Muncie with a free throw. Good. He's got 6. So now Muncie, Elijah Breadwood, A.J. Pruitt, all 6 points apiece. Isaiah Breadwood with 4, John Atanasio, Hayden Mosley, and Nelson Karnowski 2 points apiece for Bearden. As the Bulldogs and Admirals tied at 28, and Muncie trying to give his team a 1-point lead, does so. Muncie hits both tosses, 29-28, Bearden. Farragut with the ball. Bearden staying with a three-quarter court zone press. Neal with the ball in rear court. Across the timeline, here comes the double. Dribbles around it to the left side, gives to Cuevas in the left corner. He moves along the baseline, puts up a little floater, no good. Carrasso, weak side rebound, and a putback. There you go. Carrasso's got 6, and the Admirals go back in front, 30-29. 2:25 to play, first half. Karnowski is going to launch a 3. Good. Karnowski steps out, and the sophomore hits a three-pointer, his first of the night. 5 points now for Nelson Karnowski, and Bearden goes in front, 32-30. 2:10 to play, first half. Neal into front court to Cuevas. Cross-court pass comes to Smith. Head fakes a long 3, moves closer, puts it up, and this one a little bit offline. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and I think Bearden maybe could have let that go. They tried to save it and were on the baseline. So Farragut with the ball underneath its own basket. Ryan Neal inbounding. And Bearden's going to be called for a foul before the ball is gotten in bounds. Muncie picks up the foul, his first, team 5th. So Neal into Carrasso. Carrasso working against Karnowski. Spins and lost the ball on the way up, and they say traveled. Fourth turnover of the quarter. 6th of the half. I've got Bearden with just 1 turnover, and I believe that was in the first quarter. Muncie with the ball, right wing. Guarded by Farragut's Isaiah Smith. Atanasio screens for him, I suppose. Gives to Karnowski, top of the key, hands it off to Breadwood. Isaiah Breadwood. Isaiah Breadwood into the lane, drops it down low to Karnowski. Can't shoot against a double team. Over on the left wing, it goes to Atanasio for a 3. That is good. John Atanasio, Bearden Sr., with his first 3 of the ball game. He's got 5 points, and Bearden leads by 5, 35-30. In front court, Isaiah Smith takes a pass from Brandon Cuevas over on the right wing. Double teamed, gives to Neal. Skip pass, deflected. Bearden with a steal. Karnowski comes up with a loose ball, gives to Breadwood, feeds Muncie in transition, and he lays it up and in. Farragut with its 5th turnover of the quarter, 7th of the first half. Bearden capitalizing to make it a 7-point lead. Ryan Neal takes a pass from Carrasso, top of the key, launches a 3. Good. Ryan Neal with a much-needed basket for the Admirals. His first field goal. And that gets Farragut to within 37-33 with 30 seconds to play in the first half. Right side, Breadwood with the ball. Isaiah Breadwood, that is, the senior. Around left to Muncie, 15 seconds to play. Muncie driving on Smith, floater on the left baseline, no good. Cuevas punched it out of there, but it's saved by Atanasio, given to Karnowski in the left corner, and Karnowski hits another 3-pointer. 40-33, and now here's a steal in rear court by Bearden underneath to Karnowski, who lays it up and in, and a big finish for the Bulldogs. As the pass in rear court, the inbound feed was stolen away. Good anticipation by Hayden Mosley, and he bounces it underneath to Karnowski for an uncontested layup ahead of the horn. And Bearden with the 3-pointer by Karnowski in the corner, followed by the steal and basket underneath by Karnowski. Turn it from being 37-33. Farragut trailing by 4 to the Admirals being down by 9 at intermission. The Bulldogs leading at home over the visiting Admirals 42-33. We'll get a 2-minute break and return on the other side to take a look at the first half numbers as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
At your nearby Pilot Food Mart, there's a refreshing drink special waiting for you, and it's only 99 cents. Any size fountain drink, icy, or coffee is right inside, and just 99 cents every day. With your Pilot My Rewards card, get 3 cents off every gallon of gas, and find additional specials inside the store. Drink specials, gas savings, regular specials. Get your Pilot My Rewards card today. Pilot, we're right on your way.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Circumstances have forced us to change the way we do business, but nothing will change the pride and love we have for baking the finest baked goods. Go to vgsbakery.com to check out our curbside menu we offer Tuesday through Friday weekly. And our cake department is ready to create your beautiful and delicious special occasion cakes. Pastries, cookies, bread, and desserts, all made by hands that care. VG's Bakery, handcrafted baked goods. Oh yeah.
Erie Insurance Company is celebrating 95 years of being above all in service. H.O. Hurt, the founder of the company, insisted the cornerstone of the company was the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's why every product they sell is built and backed by this simple rule. Whether it's auto, home, business, or life, you owe it to yourself to call Bryan Insurance, 865-951-7993, or visit bryaninsurance.com.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals!
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Bearden High School. Dusty Street in our WFIV studios. Brandon Campbell behind the camera. If you happen to be watching on the Booster Club's live stream page or YouTube channel, appreciate you joining us, whether FM 105.3, WFIV, online, WFIV.com, or again, those video stream outlets, live stream. Just check for FHS Football Boosters. If you search live stream, I believe you'll locate the proper page, and then the YouTube channel. You can just search Farragut High School basketball there, and Justin Beaver making sure that stream goes out over YouTube. But Admirals and Bulldogs tonight from Bearden High School, and it's the Bulldogs with a 42-33 halftime lead. Bearden with a closing flurry. A three-pointer from the left corner by sophomore Nelson Karnowski, followed by a steal with only seconds remaining in the half as Farragut inbounded the ball following the made three by Karnowski. A steal by Hayden Mosley, who dished it underneath to a wide-open Karnowski, laid it up and in ahead of the horn. And just like that, the Bulldogs open up a 9-point cushion, their biggest lead of the half, and they built it on the strength of forcing 6 Farragut turnovers in the second quarter. I had Farragut with 8 turnovers in the first half and Bearden with just 1. The Admirals led 8-3 early. Bearden came back to take a 9-8 lead. We were knotted at 16 at the end of the first quarter. Farragut led by 3 on a couple of occasions, 21-18, 23-20. Bearden came back and built the 7-point lead, which was their biggest right before the closing flurry of the half, 37-30. Bearden with a 7-point lead. Farragut had cut it down to 4, but then Bearden with the final 5 of the first half. And the Bulldogs outscore the Admirals in the second quarter 24-17 to lead 42-33 at intermission. Looking at the individual scoring for Bearden, Elijah Breadwood 2 of 4 from the line, 6 first half points. A.J. Pruitt 1 of 3 from the line, 1 3-pointer. Pruitt has 6. John Atanasio with 5 points, 3-pointer in his total. Demias Muncy 3 of 3 from the line and 9 points for Muncy coming off the bench to lead the Bulldogs in scoring. Isaiah Breadwood with 4 points. Hayden Mosley 2 of 2 from the line, 2 first half points. I said Muncy was leading Bearden with 9. I take that back. At the bottom of my scoring sheet, there's Nelson Karnowski with the 2 late baskets to close out the half. He has 10 first half points, and included in Karnowski's total a pair of 3-pointers. So Bearden knocked down 4 threes in the first half, which is a good total for the Bulldogs. They're not the best shooting perimeter team, but 4 3-pointers in the first half, and they were 8 of 12 from the foul line, 67%. For the Admirals, Elisha Brabson was 3 of 3 from the line. Brabson has 9 points to lead Farragut in scoring. Ryan Neal was 4 of 4 from the line, 1 3-pointer for Ryan. He totaled 7 first half points. Isaiah Smith with 8 points, including a pair of threes. Brandon Cuevas, a single basket. It was a second quarter 3-pointer. And Jack Carrasso with 6 first half points for the Admirals. So Farragut had 5 players in the scoring column. Bearden had 7. The Admirals, a perfect 7 of 7 from the foul line. Again, Bearden was 8 of 12 from the line. And both teams with 4 3-pointers. Farragut getting 2 threes from Isaiah Smith and 1 apiece from Ryan Neal and Brandon Cuevas. 42-33, our halftime score here at Bearden High School. Bulldogs leading the Admirals. We'll get a 2-minute break and return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Winter, it's time to make memories by the fireplace, so make sure your gas fireplace is clean, functional, and safe. Call Climatize Heating and Cooling today for a complete cleaning and safety inspection. Call Climatize Heating and Cooling today or go to ClimatizeTennessee.com.
Climatize! Attention East Tennessee. Bearden Bike and Trail has been voted one of the 100 best bike shops in the U.S. by the Bicycle Dealers Association. This certification requires not only a great shopping experience and expert staff, but also support for local and national cycling advocacy. Bearden Bike and Trail has affordable luxury bikes from the brands you know, like Jamis, Fuji, Marin, Breezer, and Haro. Bike and Trail has bikes for children as well as the young at heart. Bike and Trail also carries affordable electric bikes. Need a bike repair? Their top-notch repair shop has the fastest turnaround time in town. Tight on cash? Ask about their 12-month no-interest financing. With over 48 years of experience in the cycling industry, you can always count on Bearden Bike and Trail for great customer service. Make Bike and Trail your one-stop for cycling adventure. Open 7 days a week. Located on the Third Creek Greenway on Forest Park Boulevard. Bearden Bike and Trail. Voted one of the best bike shops in the U.S. by the Bicycle Dealers Association.
Persian Galleries is pleased to invite you to visit their new and more spacious showroom located in Western Plaza. This is the perfect time to make your dreams come true. Persian Galleries has gathered the finest selection of Persian and decorative rugs from all over the world at the best prices ever. Whether you're looking for a specific type of rug like antique tradition, silk and new modern, or contemporary, Persian Galleries provides only the highest quality rugs. Persian Galleries also offers many services such as trade, cleaning, repair, and appraisal to ensure the life of your rugs. Call today, 558-8777, or visit our website at PersianGalleriesKnoxville.com, located in Western Plaza next to the Fresh Market.
Third quarter coming up shortly here at Bearden High School as the Bulldogs lead the visiting Farragut Admirals 42-33. Farragut's leading scorer in the first half, Elisha Brabson with 9 points. Bearden's leading scorer, Nelson Karnowski, with 10. Earlier, it was Bearden rallying after being down at halftime in the girls' game. Lady Admirals were up 26-19 at intermission, but Bearden wins it by 6, 58-52. Lady Admirals offensively paced tonight by Ace Strickland, 22 points, about 4.5 over her average, and Avery Treadwell with 22 points for the Lady Bulldogs, who remain unbeaten in district play. Boys standings entering the night: Bearden 10-0, Maryville 7-2, Farragut 6-4, West 4-4, William Blount 4-6, Hardin Valley 3-6, Lenore City 3-7, Heritage 1-9. Other matchups tonight: Maryville's at Heritage, Lenore City's at William Blount. Second half getting underway. It'll be the Bulldogs with the first possession, and Farragut looks like they're going zone as a little 1-2-2 or 3-2 zone employed by Coach Higgins. Breadwood left side to Elijah Breadwood. Now to Pruitt. Isaiah Breadwood, right wing. Driving on Carbaugh along the baseline, gives to Pruitt. Extra pass made into the left corner to Elijah Breadwood. Three-pointer no good. Karnowski, weak side rebound, put back, no good. Elijah Breadwood, third try, good. Bearden pounding the offensive glass, scores on its first possession of the third quarter. Elijah Breadwood now with 8. Farragut across the timeline. Here comes a trap on Isaiah Smith. Pass deflected, stolen away. Farragut with its 9th turnover, and driving into front court with a basketball, Mosley nearly threw it away, but it's saved by Breadwood on a deflection. Elijah Breadwood gives to Isaiah Breadwood out high. Left side to Pruitt. Farragut's got Brabson at the top of that zone. They go in the middle to Karnowski. Farragut reaching, almost knocked it away from him. Back to Isaiah Breadwood. Breadwood to Karnowski. Karnowski to Pruitt. Left side three. Good. A.J. Pruitt with a three-pointer, his second of the night. Bearden's 5th. And the Bulldogs get a basket to open the third quarter when they got 3 cracks at it on that initial possession. Farragut then with a turnover. Bearden comes down, and Pruitt hits his second 3 of the night, and Coach Higgins wants a 30-second timeout as the Admirals suddenly down 47-33. Again, Farragut without 2 of its better, if not best, ball handlers. Carter Mayfield out, contact tracing, quarantine, and I think he's back Monday, Coach Higgins said. And then Dylan Atwell, who I take it is probably a deep thigh contusion, has been out a couple of games after sustaining that injury against West. So Farragut coming out of the timeout, trying to avoid the turnovers that plagued them in the second quarter. Bounce pass in front court against the press comes to Isaiah Smith. Now to Ryan Neal. Neal drives the lane, tough shot, and fouled. They give the foul to Nelson Karnowski. It'll be his first. They're saying Kyle, I think, on public address. As Ryan Neal, I've got Karnowski, as does the board here in the Bearden gym, says 35 should be Karnowski, but I think they're saying it's Kyle, so we'll go with that. Walker Kyle picks up the foul. Ryan Neal, meanwhile, with the free throws good, hit them both. Neal's got 9. And Farragut trails by 12, 47-35. Into the left corner. Elijah Breadwood, three-pointer, good. Breadwood hits the 3, his first three-pointer of the night. Bearden's 6th. And if the Bulldogs can hit from long range, it's going to be tough. A good team off the bounce. Here's Farragut. Isaiah Smith takes a pass, right side 3, no good. Rebound Brabson, and as he goes up on a follow attempt, the shot's blocked out of bounds. 50-35. Bearden leading by 15 as Farragut inbounds from the baseline right. Ryan Neal triggers it in. 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Out top to Brabson. Driving, leaves it off in the lane with Carbaugh. Carbaugh from in close, misses, grabs his own miss, goes back up, and scores. Dallas with his first bucket of the night. Farragut trails by 13. Foul's a bit of a concern. Brabson has 3. Smith, Arnold, Carbaugh, all 2 apiece. I think Carrasso may have 2 as well. Not sure about that. Bearden, Breadwood comes open down low on a cut. And Isaiah Breadwood gets it to Elijah, who's hammered by Farragut's Isaiah Smith. So he's the second Admiral to pick up a third, joining Elisha Brabson. Bearden's A.J. Pruitt, the only Bulldog with more than 1 foul. He has 2. And Breadwood shooting a pair. First, no good. 2 of 5 from the line tonight is the junior, Elijah Breadwood. Hit the 3 a moment ago, giving him 11 points. He had only 4 in the first meeting. Second toss, no good. And Bearden nearly snuck in there and got a rebound. Farragut's Brabson with it. Into front court to Ryan Neal. Cross court pass to Isaiah Smith on the right wing. Now back to Brabson as Farragut sets up the half court. Carbaugh pops out high. Guarded there by Walker Kyle. 3-pointer for Brabson, top of the key. No good. Long rebound, Breadwood. Isaiah Breadwood in front court. Pulls up at the free throw line. Gives over to Pruitt on the right wing. Now to Mosley. Mosley gives it back to Isaiah Breadwood, who sets up Bearden's half-court offense. Elijah Breadwood, left corner 3, hit one a moment ago. This one, no good. Carbaugh, weak side rebound for the Admirals. Given to Brabson. Brabson into front court, dribbles away from a double team, but now they catch up to him, strip the ball away, and Farragut's going to take it back. Carbaugh takes it back. Neal's pass ahead, stolen away by Breadwood. Bearden in front court as Breadwood attacks the basket, charged. Carbaugh takes the charge, and so both teams turn it over twice in rapid-fire succession. The last one, the player control foul against Isaiah Breadwood, his second foul of the ballgame. Second of the second half for the Bulldogs. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Farragut trailing by 13, 50-37, and there's a deflection and steal by Kyle. And Farragut's going to commit a foul. Brabson picks up his 4th foul. So that's Farragut's 4th turnover of the quarter, 12th of the game. Brabson's going to check out with those 4 fouls. Cuevas checks into the lineup for the first time in the second half. Isaiah Breadwood looks for Pruitt on the baseline cut. Can't get it to him. Instead to Walker Kyle, right side of the paint. And back and forth it goes. And Kyle turns to shoot, and the shot is blocked by Ryan Neal. Neal in front court for the Admirals. Dumps it down low to Carbaugh. His shot's blocked from behind. Once, twice, and Bearden comes away with the basketball. Elijah Breadwood heading up court's going to be fouled by Ryan Neal. His first. So Farragut with a nice block at one end with Ryan Neal, but then Bearden comes back at the other end. And 2 block shots for the Bulldogs. So 50-37, Bearden in possession of the ball after Ryan Neal picks up his first foul. Pruitt at the free throw line, picked up there by Carbaugh. Back to Elijah Breadwood. Penetrates, kicks back out, left wing for a 3. No good by Pruitt, but Breadwood goes and gets the rebound, shovels it off down low under the basket to Atanasio, who lays it up and in. Good look by Elijah Breadwood to find Atanasio wide open underneath, and it's a 15-point lead again, 52-37. Bearden pressing and knocking the ball out of bounds in rear court. So Farragut inbounding in front of the scorer's table. Isaiah Smith gives in to Ryan Neal. 2:48 to play in the third quarter. Carbaugh pops out top of the key, takes a pass. Hands to Neal. Neal driving left. And Isaiah Breadwood is assessed his 3rd foul. And it's the 3rd foul on the Bulldogs. Farragut and Bearden, both 3 fouls in this third quarter. 2:39 to go in the third. Farragut inbounds to Carrasso in the paint. Carrasso spins left and scores with the right hand. Jack Carrasso's got 8, 52-39. Farragut trailing by 13. Isaiah Breadwood as Farragut going man. Elijah Breadwood takes a pass, right wing, drives to the baseline, cross-court pass, stolen away by Carball. Bearden with a turnover, and they go for the steal, can't get it. Ryan Neal ahead to Isaiah Smith. Smith moves to the left elbow, gives back to Neal on the wing, and he tries to bounce it down low. And Bearden nearly had a steal, but they were standing on the baseline. So Walker Kyle Farragut inbounds. Carrasso pump fakes, then goes up with it and scores. Carrasso with 10 points now as the Admirals trail 52-41, 1:45 to play in this third quarter. And we're going to have a foul on the Bulldogs as a moving screen is called on Mosley. His first foul. And while Farragut has turned the ball over, continued to turn the ball over here in the third quarter, Bearden, which I had with only 1 turnover in the first half, now has 5. So Farragut getting some extra opportunities themselves. Need to capitalize, down 11. Here's Neal penetrating, leaves it off with Carrasso, missed at the rim, grabs his own miss, and is fouled on a follow attempt. Nicely done by Neal, drawing the defense and dishing it off to Carrasso. And Pruitt becomes the second Bulldog, assessed a third foul. So Carrasso with 10 points. He's Farragut's leading scorer at this juncture. And the free throw for Jack is no good. That's Farragut's first miss from the line tonight. Had been 9 of 9. Carrasso, second toss, good. Jack hits 1 of 2. He's got 11. Farragut trails by 10, 52-42, 1:20 to play. Isaiah Breadwood into front court, moves to the free throw line, gives to Atanasio right wing, inside to Kyle. He walked, no call, lost it on the way up anyhow. Farragut got the basketball. 5th turnover of the quarter, 6th of the game for the Bulldogs. Admirals looking to get it back to a single-digit deficit as Carball nearly has his pocket pick. Loose ball out top, picked up by Neal. He'll shoot a 3, no good. And Carball is called for over the back on a rebound attempt. It's his 3rd and the 4th on the Admirals this half. So 45 seconds to play in the third, and Bearden gets the ball back, leading by 10. Walker Kyle to Atanasio out high left side, inside to Pruitt, and Pruitt took steps. Working against Carrasso on the right block. Bearden senior A.J. Pruitt with the turnover. So clock rolling, 33 seconds to play in the third as Farragut works against the press. Neal into front court with 26 seconds to go in the third. Neal driving left. They give him the free throw line jumper. He takes it, and halfway down in the cylinder, it comes out. Rebounded away by Kyle. Bearden in front court. Pruitt driving into the lane, knifing to the basket, fouled. Carrasso picks up his second foul, and A.J. Pruitt will shoot 2 for the Bearden Bulldogs. He is 1 of 3 from the foul line tonight. 9 points for Pruitt. Couple of threes. And the toss is up and good by Pruitt as he becomes the 3rd Bulldog in double figures. Second toss is good as well. Pruitt hits a pair, and the lead is 12 for Bearden, 54-42. Farragut with only 9 seconds to play in the third. Neal across the timeline with 6. Neal gives off to Smith. Right side 3, no good at the horn. Long 3-pointer on the right side by Isaiah Smith, just a little bit strong. And at the end of 3, it's Bearden leading Farragut 54-42. to 42. We'll get a 1-minute break, return with fourth quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
We're all paying attention to social distancing and cleanliness these days, and your nearby Pilot Food Mart has got you covered. Every Pilot has a sanitation station. You'll find masks and hand sanitizer to help keep you and your family safe. While you're there, get your Pilot My Rewards card. It's good for 3 cents a gallon off Pilot gas and in-store specials. Your neighborhood Pilot Food Mart. We're right on your way.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Circumstances have forced us to change the way we do business, but nothing will change the pride and love we have for baking the finest baked goods. Go to vgsbakery.com to check out our curbside menu we offer Tuesday through Friday weekly. And our cake department is ready to create your beautiful and delicious special occasion cakes. Pastries, cookies, bread, and desserts, all made by hands that care. VG's Bakery, handcrafted baked goods. Oh yeah.
Back at Bearden High School, set for our fourth quarter, and it'll be the Admirals getting the basketball first, trailing Bearden 54 to 42. 16-16 at the end of the first quarter. Bearden by 9 at halftime, 42 to 33, and with a 12 to 9 edge in the third, the Bulldogs now lead by 12. Ryan Neal, left corner three, no good. Bearden the rebound, and Pruitt wants to run. Pruitt all the way to the basket with the right hand, no, but whistle and a foul and a couple of free throws coming for Pruitt, who hit just a moment ago to finish out the third quarter, hit a couple of free throws. So Isaiah Smith is assessed his fourth foul. He and Brabson now 4 fouls each. And Pruitt at the line puts up the toss and knocks it down. 12 points for Pruitt, gunning for 13, and he's got it. So Pruitt's hit 4 in a row from the line. 5 of 7 overall, and Bearden leads by 14, 56-42. Into front court, Isaiah Smith now down low to Carasso, goes up with a shot and scores. Nicely done by Farragut, breaking the press, getting the ball down low quickly to Carasso ahead of the Bearden retreating defense, and Carasso's got 13 points. 12-point lead for the Bulldogs. Pruitt left side guarded by Carbaugh. Isaiah Breadwood just inside the top of the key with a shot good from 17. And Coach Parrott is going to use a 30-second timeout as Breadwood scores his first basket of the second half. He's got 6 in the game, and it's a 14-point lead for the Bulldogs, 58-44 at the 7-11 mark of the fourth quarter. Pruitt, now Bearden's leading scorer with 13. Elijah Breadwood has 11. Walker Kyle has 10. Kyle, much of the evening being mistaken for Nelson Karnowski by me. Farragut being led by Carasso, who has 13 points. Elisha Brabson and Ryan Neal have 9 apiece. Isaiah Smith has 8. As the Admirals trail by 14 and have the ball coming out of the Bearden timeout. Ryan Neal across the timeline. His pass deflected, knocked into the scorer's table by Pruitt. Pruitt and Andanasio came on the double team. And Farragut's going to get Brabson into the game for Brandon Cuevas. So it's Ryan Neal, Isaiah Smith, Elisha Brabson, Dallas Carbaugh, and Jack Carasso for Coach Higgins. As Carbaugh takes a pass top of the key, he's guarded there by Mosley. Down the left side of the lane, called for taking steps. Turnover number 13 of the night by my count. Bearden in front court. Mosley to Muncie. Back to Mosley. Out high. Left side, Isaiah Breadwood. Into the lane. Gives back to Adanasio in the left corner. Breadwood slides out to the left wing. Takes the pass. Moving around right side to Muncie. Back to Breadwood. Out high left side. Now Adanasio left wing. Moves to the left side of the paint. Out top to Pruitt. Pruitt into the paint. Hesitates. then gives out on the perimeter to Atanasio for a three that's no good. Farragut fighting itself for a rebound. Had lost it to Bearden, but Bearden can't control it. Mosley knocks it out of bounds, and Farragut will get the basketball. .5:55 to play as Farragut gets the ball across the timeline. Pass is deflected. Bulldogs with a steal. Neal will take it back, though. Farragut heading back up court. Ryan Neal lost his footing. No foul called. Bearden comes up with a basketball. Atanasio scores a layup at the other end. Farragut trailing now by 16, 60-44 with 5:33 to play as Neal dribbles around Pruitt. And Pruitt picks up his fourth foul. Farragut coaching staff wanted a foul when Neal hit the deck, resulting in a breakaway layup at the other end for Bearden. Didn't get it. 5:20 to play, and Carball will hand off to Ryan Neal. Neal into the paint, all the way to the basket with the left hand. No good. Tipped by Carball. Good. Dallas Carball, his second bucket of the night. Bearden quickly in front court. Admirals get back defensively. 5 minutes to play. Farragut trailing by 14. Pruitt's going to launch a three and hits it. Pruitt, his third three of the night. He's got 16, and Bearden leads 63-46 with 4:59 to play. So the Bulldogs now going to use a timeout, which if it's a Bearden timeout, as I thought I understood them to say, then it would have to be a full timeout. I believe they've used both of their 30-second timeouts. But 63-46, the Bulldogs leading as about midway through the second quarter, Bearden able to start putting some distance between itself and the visiting Admirals. Built a 7-point lead at 37-30 and would make it a 9-point lead at halftime, 42-33. And much of this second half, almost all of this second half, the Bulldogs have enjoyed a double-digit lead. Currently 17, 63-46, biggest lead Bearden's had tonight. Farragut gets the ball across the timeline. Smith moves closer, lobs it at the basket for Carrasso, and Carrasso catches, shoots all in one motion. Scores. Jack's got 15, 63-48. 4.5 minutes to play as the Admirals down 15. Bearden, see how deliberate they are in their half-court set. Kyle out top, bounce pass left side to Isaiah Breadwood. Mosley's posting against Carball, but Breadwood just backs it out to the left hash. Looks over briefly at Coach Parrott. Look for the pick and roll at the top of the key, nothing doing there. So Mosley gets the pass in the left corner, goes down low to Kyle, and as he spins along the baseline, a pass is deflected out of bounds. Bearden will inbound from the baseline right. Hayden Mosley will trigger the play. Comes into Kyle. Hands off to Muncie, to Breadwood. Breadwood driving in off the right wing. That's about 4 steps. And travel. Turnover for the Bulldogs. Both teams, by the way, in the bonus the rest of the game. Midway through our fourth quarter. Admirals, they're going to make a move. Need to make it soon. Down 15. Cross-court pass stolen away. Elijah Breadwood with the steal, driving in front court. Fouled by Ryan Neal. Dangerous cross-court pass and the quickness of the Bulldogs. Breadwood just kind of lying low in the weeds, waiting for that pass to come cross-court. Saw it coming, makes the steal, gets fouled at the other end. Neal picking up his second foul, and Breadwood will shoot a pair. Toss, good. That's his first free throw of the night, and Breadwood converts it. Bearden shot free throws pretty well tonight. Breadwood gunning for point number 8. In and out, but Mosley sneaks in there and sticks it back up and in. He nearly got in and got an offensive rebound off a missed free throw earlier. This time he succeeds. And Farragut against the press. In front court, Smith goes at the free throw line to Carbaugh. Gives on the left wing to Neal. Double teamed. Pass thrown right to Muncie. Bearden with the steal. Ahead to Kyle. Kyle in front court. Can't hit the layup with the left hand. Farragut back the other way. Ball's thrown away yet again. Bearden heading back the other way as it's going to be Breadwood leading it off with Muncie. Lays it up and in. Muncie's got 11, and the lead is 20. And there's a cross-court pass stolen again. Farragut cannot make those passes, and Muncie is going to be fouled on his way to the basket. Foul goes on Farragut's Neal. So I've got Farragut now with 19 turnovers on the night, 7 in this fourth quarter. And I guess this is going to be a 1-and-1 situation for Muncie. But first, Farragut is going to use a timeout. So this one getting away from the Admirals here in the second half, as really Bearden carried some momentum into the locker room, as it was a 4-point game. And Walker Kyle, at the time I was thinking it was Nelson Karnowski, but it was Walker Kyle, the junior, hitting a 3 from the left corner. The Bulldogs then got a steal as time's winding down in the first half by Hayden Mosley. Dumped it underneath the basket to Kyle, laid it up and in, and the Bulldogs with a 9-point cushion, as that last basket just did beat the horn, ending the first half. And they carried that momentum over into the third quarter after the first half was basically back and forth, and the Admirals were right there within 4 before, again, those 2 baskets by Kyle to finish out the first half. Third quarter, Bulldogs with a 12-9 advantage, leading by 12, leading by double digits much of the quarter. And now the lead has grown to 20 with 3:01 to play. Coming out of the Farragut timeout, you've got Demias Muncie shooting, I believe, 1-and-1. Muncie is 3 of 3 from the line and earns a bonus toss. So Muncie, one of 4 Bulldogs in double figures. Second toss is too strong. Rebounded away by Farragut's Elisha Brabson. Brabson to Neal. Back to Brabson across the timeline. Here comes the trap. Ahead to Isaiah Smith. Right side 3. In and out. Ryan Neal, though, weak side rebound. Kicks to Brabson. Brabson out top. 3 is offline. Breadwood with the rebound. And Breadwood comes out of there throwing elbows left and right. But Coach Higgins wanting that foul call on Breadwood. Clearing out space with the elbows, but Smith instead has fouled out of the ball game with 2:39 to play. So 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs. Their final 1-and-1. They'll be in the double bonus. The remaining 2:39. And Breadwood with the toss. Good. Bonus toss coming for the Bearden senior. He's got 8 tonight. And Breadwood. Bonus toss. Good. Wyatt Shoemaker, number 2, enters the game, I believe, for the first time tonight. Treadwell also in the ball game as Farragut across the timeline, trailing 71-48. Ryan Neal, guarded by Kyle. Floater, left side of the paint. Whistle sounds, and a foul on Walker Kyle. Neal, free throw, good. (71-49). 71-50. Neal hits the second one as well. It's a 2:15 to play, and Bearden in front court. Ball in the hands of Shoemaker. Top of the key, Kyle. Left side, Pruitt. Shoemaker out high. Now to Muncy on the left wing. Guarded there by Farragut's Brabson. Admirals man-to-man. Ball goes to Treadwell right side. Gets away from Neal, and a charge. Hayden Treadwell with the player control foul. Pruitt's going to check out of the ball game for Bearden. 1:50 to play, and Bulldogs up 21 as the Admirals get the ball. And working the ball into front court. Ryan Neal with a pass to Carball, down low to Carrasso. Head fakes. The defender goes flying by. Carrasso lays it up and in. At times, the Admirals have broken it down perfectly against the pressure. At other times, they've just thrown it away. And Bearden with a basket underneath. It's going to be Treadwell, his first bucket of the night. Farragut's Neal across the timeline. Bounce pass goes to Brabson. Now to Neal, moving left. Comes open on the baseline and kisses it off the window. Good. Neal's got 13. Minute 10 to play. 73-54. Bearden by 19. Elijah Breadwood into the lane. Gives to Treadwell on the left wing. Now to Shoemaker. Top of the key. Right side Muncy. Guarded by Farragut's Brandon Cuevas. Elijah Breadwood in the corner. Down low to an open Shoemaker. Who lays it up and in. Not sure how Farragut lost Shoemaker, but he came wide open underneath and adds his name to the scoring column as the Bulldogs lead 75-54. Farragut against the press. Cross-court pass comes to Ryan Neal. Now looking down low to Carball. And Muncy is going to be called for a foul from behind, trying to knock the pass away from Carball. And that'll result in Dallas shooting 1 and 1. Dallas, Farragut sophomore. No good, and then they call a held ball. Looked like Carrasso was over the back, but I think the officials wanting to put the whistles away at this point. 75-54. Alternate possession to Bearden. Bulldogs, as Farragut man-to-man full court. Neal reaches in, knocked the dribble away from Shoemaker, and he kicked it out of bounds, but they said Neal fouled to knock the ball loose. That'll be his fourth, and we'll walk to the other end with 29 seconds to play, and the Bulldogs will shoot double bonus. Free throw. Good by Shoemaker. Another one coming for the Bearden Jr. And it also is good. So Shoemaker checks in here late, has scored 4 points. The Bulldogs lead 77-54. Farragut in front court. Ryan Neal driving the lane, comes open, scores with the left hand. Neal's got 15. 77-56. Elijah Breadwood takes a pass in front court, penetrates, leaves it off with Treadwell, lays it up and in. Treadwell benefiting from the assists by Elijah Breadwood. Ryan Neal back at the other end, goes strong to the basket, and Treadwell rejects it out of bounds, but they're going to give him a foul. Treadwell with his second foul. 4.8 seconds to play. And Ryan Neal can pad his night's scoring total. He has been perfect at the line and continues to be so. Ryan hits the free throw. 16 points for the Farragut Jr. And gunning for 10 for 10. That one won't go down. Rebounded away by Treadwell. Bearden in front court. And the horn sounds as the Bulldogs win it. 79-57 is the final score, as Bearden improves to 21-1 on the season, 11-0 in District 4. And Farragut, with the loss, is now 6-5 in district play, 8-9 overall. As looking at the scoring by quarters, 16-16 at the end of the first quarter. Bearden would lead 42-33 at halftime, 24-17 second quarter advantage for the Bulldogs. Then in the third, it's the Bulldogs with a 12-9 edge. They led by 12 going to the fourth, 54-42, and in the final quarter, 25-15. Bearden with the scoring advantage to win 79-57. I had Bearden with 10 turnovers tonight and Farragut with 19. Brabson for Farragut, 9 points, 3 of 3 from the foul line. Ryan Neal with 16 points, 9 of 10 from the line, 1 3-pointer. Isaiah Smith with 8, including 2 threes. Dallas Carball with 4 points, 0 of 1 from the line. Jack Carrasso, 1 of 2 from the line, 17 points tonight for the senior. Carrasso, I suspect that's got to be a season-high total for Jack. Bulldogs were led by A.J. Pruitt, who had 16, also in double figures for Bearden. Elijah Breadwood had 11. Demias Muncie off the bench had 12, and Walker Kyle 10 points, all in the first half for the Bulldogs. Pleased to be joined now by Farragut boys head coach John Higgins. And coach, for the first half, you're right there with them. It's back and forth throughout that second quarter, and then they're leading by 4, and they get the 3 from the left corner, and then got the steal on the inbound feed, and suddenly you're down 9. It just kind of felt like Bearden, a little bit of momentum as a result of that, and they carried it over into the third quarter and then kind of turned up the defensive intensity, and you're without 2 of your best ball handlers, and they were able to turn you over some.
Well, you know, Eric, it was just it's a tough game. Right there at the end of the second quarter, you know, our keys going into the game were take care of the basketball for 1 and rebound for 2. You know, if we could do those 2 things, I felt really good about what we could do tonight. And I told the guys at halftime that last 10 seconds was a great example of what we didn't do, right? They get the wide open 3 off an offensive rebound, and then we throw it away, a turnover, and they get a layup at the end of the half. So, you know, take care of the ball, we didn't do. Rebound, we didn't do. Second half, we thought we'd come out and play a zone to confuse them a little bit, change it up a little bit. Their motion was hurting us. Their screens were hurting us. And then we just weren't very active in it. You know, and it's, you know, we just didn't start the third quarter very well. 2 offensive rebounds on their very first possession out of the zone led to an easy basket. Next time down, we don't even attempt to fight through a screen. Wide open 3. Next time down, we just leave a guy wide open, shoots a wide open 3. Like, we didn't even run over there. You know, so the keys for us tonight were very simple. Bearden's a good basketball team. They don't shoot it very well. We've watched plenty of film on them. They don't shoot it very well at all when somebody's in their space. Don't let them have open shots where there's nobody within 5 feet. And we just didn't do that tonight.
Yeah.
You know, they hit some shots, which is a credit to them, but we didn't follow the game plan very well. You know, we didn't follow the game plan very well. Like you said, 19 turnovers. That number sounds low to me because I had us for 10 at half, and I know we had more than that in the second half. But, I mean, we didn't take care of the basketball. We didn't rebound very well. You know, we didn't stop the penetration, which was another key, very well. So, you know, all in all, we had a good spurt, good 14 minutes, right? Good 14 minutes in the beginning of the half, beginning of the game. But right there at the end of the second quarter and into the third and fourth, you know, it just never really felt like we could get over the hump.
I was looking here to see how many threes Bearden had tonight, but as you say, you know, they're going to be an especially tough team if they've got a hot shooting night, because they're dangerous enough off the dribble and what they can create with their defense and get points in transition. But just a quick glance here, and I may have overlooked one, but I think maybe 8 threes on the night.
Yeah. And
for the Bulldogs.
You know, there may have been they played 20 games. They may have hit more than 8 in one game this year, right? And that's, you know, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big deal. But I told the guys that, you know, to start the game, they're going to make shots because they're at home, but they've got to be tough shots. And to me, Walker Kyle's the only person that can hit tough shots. Guy in his face, and he can knock it down. And he did that right here in the second quarter. The rest of them need space from the three-point line. Now, don't get me wrong. Isaiah Breadwood can hit a nice pull-up jumper like Quez used to, but we're talking about threes.
Right.
Walker Cow's the only one that can hit it with a guy in his face. We just left too many guys wide open. Too many guys wide open. Too many times it was off offensive rebounds, which are things that we can't afford to give up out here in the game against Bearden. Dallas is in foul trouble. Elisha's in foul trouble.
Right.
Two of my better rebounders. We struggle.
Jack Carrasso scores 17 tonight, and I know there were a couple of occasions where you would have liked for him to have looked to score, and maybe he didn't. But in terms of his scoring output tonight, that's got to be encouraging. That you would think that Jack would draw some confidence from that on the offensive end, and perhaps in the weeks to come, the games to come, maybe he does look to score. Because there was a time, for instance, under the basket, I think, where you indicated you wanted him to take the shot, and instead he was making the extra pass to the corner for a three, and it led to a traveling violation.
Yeah, it's good to see. This game played well was a game in which Jack had an opportunity to play well. They're pressing us. He's in the back of the press against a little guy, so it's an opportunity for us to get it into him and have him go up there and just score the basketball, which he did a very good job of it tonight. The hope is that he does gain some confidence in this, and he's got to understand what it is he's supposed to be doing offensively, when he's supposed to be cut, when he's supposed to go post up. And that's something that we continue to work on with him every day, and he's getting better at it every day.
There were times where you broke down the press and the traps perfectly, right? And Jack was sometimes the beneficiary of it. But there was sometimes where it was just absolutely textbook the way the team handled that. And then there were other times with the cross-court passes where you can't make that mistake, obviously.
Basketball is a frustrating game, Eric. It's a frustrating game to coach for sure.
Yeah.
When I don't know if you heard me, but multiple times tonight I told the guys, and I called 2 timeouts to tell them, all you got to do is walk it up, pass it back and forth, walk it up, and we'll get what we had tonight. The times that we broke it, which was very simple, you get it all night long. Sometimes kids like to make the game hard, right? And that's you're dealing with 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. Sometimes they like to make it hard. Sometimes they don't like to follow directions, but that's part of basketball. We'll learn from it. We'll grow from it. We'll be better for it next time.
Well, next up is Lenoir City on Tuesday night, and status, so you should have Carter Mayfield back, right?
That's the hope.
That's the hope. We hope to have Carter Mayfield back, but without 2 of your primary ball handlers the last couple of games. And then Dylan Atwell, who I guess that's a deep thigh contusion?
Yeah, deep thigh bruise. Who knows when he's going to come back. Hopefully Carter's back next week, but, who really knows what Knox County's doing with their contact tracing. So, that's the hope. But either way, we've got to go out there and take care of business. We've got to practice well on Monday, because it's getting close. Next week is the second to last week, or second to last week of the season.
Regular season.
So we've got to we've got to start preparing to get in that mode of tournament time in which, it's win or go home. So that starts next week, and we'll really go out there and try and focus and make sure we're playing well going into the tournament.
Absolutely. Coach, appreciate you coming up and chatting. Look forward to seeing you Tuesday night over at Lenoir City.
Thanks, Eric.
That's Coach John Higgins. His Admirals tonight fall at Bearden, 79-57. As look at, let's see, the individual stats will go with the Bearden Bulldogs first, as Elijah Breadwood finished with 11 points. He was 2 of 6 from the foul line and had 2 3-pointers. Again, 11 points for Breadwood. A.J. Pruitt finished with 16, and he had all 4 of his free throws in the second half, meaning he was 5 of 7 for the ball game. And Pruitt with, I dare say, one of his better nights shooting from beyond the arc, as he had 3 3-pointers. So 16 for the senior Pruitt, who had 22 against the Admirals in the first matchup. Wyatt Shoemaker enters the game late, goes 2 of 2 from the line, finishes with 4 points. John Atanasio had 9 points for Bearden. Included in his total was a 3-pointer. The Bulldogs' Demias Muncie totaled 12 points tonight. He had been, he goes 4 of 5 from the foul line. Isaiah Breadwood